I am owner of Wellness After Dark, and it is Monday. So we're going to practice a little flow, and we're going to try to get a little bit of yoga in. Just to remind you guys, we are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. And I know this Wednesday, Erica Roberts will be joining us to talk a little bit about Juneteenth. So I hope that you guys will join in for that. But we're going to just jump right in and get started. We're going to do about a 20-minute flow today. So if you guys have your mats, let's go ahead and move back to our mats. I really just want to start with some basic breathing exercises because it's Monday. It's been Monday, right? So just feet or shoulder width apart, as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. You can close your eyes or let your eyes hang heavy here. And we're really just focusing on that breath right now. So we're going to take a deep inhale through your nose. And we're going to exhale through your mouth. And we're not speeding up our breathing here. We're not slowing down our breathing here. Just we're breathing a deep inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you try to kind of settle into where we are today, I want you just to focus on where your breath's at today. So what's your breath feel like? And I know we start every practice like this, but for me, this is a way to kind of reinvigorate myself on that versus everything else that's going on. So,
hey, Tesha.
What's your breath like today? Oh yeah,
Tesha, it's Colette. Your voice is just a little spotty on this. You're just a little spotty.
Sorry.
It's kind of spotty.
Right,
yes.
Is that a little bit better?
Yes, a lot better.
All right.
Okay, good luck on the exercises.
All right, let's see if this works. So again, we're going to practice our deep breaths. Just taking an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Really just focusing on how our breath feels today. So is your breath deep and slow, or is it shallow and fast? So again, just inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And on your next inhale, I want you to take an inhale through your nose and count to 4. So we're really focusing on filling that belly up, lifting that chest up, keeping that core tight, and drawing those shoulders back down our ears. And then just a deep exhale. So you're blowing all the air out of your belly and out of your chest and relaxing those shoulders. I want you to take another inhale through your nose and puff up that chest. Bring your shoulder blades back away from your ears. And you're counting to 4. And then you're going to exhale. And just emptying out that belly. You guys are going to be here for a couple more breaths. So again, you guys can have your eyes closed. You're really just focusing on where you are. And as we take these next couple breaths, I want you guys to do a quick scan of your body. So how your feet feel today, how does your ankles feel? How do your hips feel? How does your belly feel? Again, really focusing on that breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And as you come up from your hips, we're going to come up to our core. We're going to come up to our chest. You're going to come up to your shoulders. How do your shoulders feel? Are they tight? Are they loose? And you're going to keep with that inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We're going to take a slight scan of your neck and your shoulders and your head. Any tension anywhere, you're breathing in all positivity. We're breathing out all the tension in your body. You're going to take an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You're going to bring your hands down to your side. We're going to open our hands up and spread our fingers wide and spread your toes wide on your mat. Continue taking your inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And inhale through your nose and a deep exhale through your mouth. Today, as we get started, we're really going to focus on flow, which means we're going to be moving through some poses that we've already done before, We're going to be moving in one breath, one movement. So as we get started, I want you guys to take an inhale, bring your hands above your head, bring your hands to mountain pose. Drawing your shoulders down your back, facing your pinkies in toward one another. And again, just feeling how your body feels in this first pose. Do you feel strong and powerful? You're going to inhale through your nose, and you exhale. You're going to bring your hands all the way through heart center. You're going to go into a baby forward fold. This is your first forward fold of the day. So we're going to make sure that you still have your knees bent as much as possible. If you need them bent, you can cross your arms. You can let your head hang heavy. Really, right now, this is just a pose for you. Just relax your head. Let the stress run off your back. You have the option to go from side to side. You have the option to grab your toes here. You have the option to let your hands hang heavy. Just do whatever's necessary. And again, in this pose, just make sure that you have as much bend in your knee as possible. You're going to take one more inhale here. You're going to do what we call a half lift. We've done this before. You're drawing your shoulders down your back. You're bringing your hands either to your shins or to your upper thighs. And you're taking a deep inhale here and exhale back to that forward fold. When you're in this forward fold, we're going to play our hands and step your left foot back and then your right foot back into what we call plank. If this is too much, you're going to come down to your knees. And then we're going to come all the way down to the mat. So you're going to just lay down on the mat. You're going to untuck your toes. And then we're going to go into what we call a baby cobra. So not lifting your legs off the ground, just lifting your chest off the ground. You should get a slight back bend here. You're going to exhale, come back down to the mat. You're going to push up into a tabletop position where your shoulders are above your wrist and your hips are above your knees. You're going to tuck your toes. We're going to go into a downward facing dog. So this is our first downward facing dog. You're trying to draw your heels as close to the mat as possible. Your feet should be shoulder width apart. Your palms should be wide on your mat. Your fingers should be spread out as far as possible. And you're just breathing here. You're going to take an inhale here and an exhale. You're going to take an inhale. You're going to step your left foot forward and then your right foot forward. And then you're going to slowly rise all the way up. And then you're going to bring your hands back down to the side. And that's our side A. So we're going to do that a couple of times today. Really just one breath to one movement. Not moving very fast. I want you just to use my voice as a guide as we walk through these positions. So again, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale to mountain pose. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And then we're going to exhale all the way to forward folds. You're going to let your head hang heavy here. And then inhale, halfway lift. So hands to your shins or hands to your knees or your thighs. And then you're going to forward fold, planting those hands on the ground, stepping back with your left foot, and then back with your right foot into either a plank or a modified plank where your knees are on the ground. You're going to exhale all the way down to the ground. And then inhale for baby cobra. We're going to exhale back to your tabletop position. And then tuck those toes, and we're going back into downward facing dog. You're going to take an inhale here. You're going to step forward with your left foot, and then with your right foot. And then we're going to come all the way back up to that mountain pose. Bring our hands back down to our side. So we're going to keep going through this, and we're just going to keep adding on. So you're going to take an inhale, mountain pose. And this time, we're going to open up to the right. So we're going to do a little bit of a twist. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths here. So the most important thing to remember when you're here is that your feet are shoulder width apart, but their hips are still facing forward. You're going to take a deep breath. And then inhale back to mountain and exhale to the left. You're going to stay here for another deep breath, and then you're going to inhale, mountain pose, and exhale, bring your hands through heart center, all the way down to the mat. Again, a couple options here. You can fold your arms, you can bring your hands to the mat, you can walk right, you can walk left, whatever serves you today. You're going to take an inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins, and then exhale, bring your hands to the mat. You're stepping back with that left foot, back with the right foot, and then you're bringing your knees to the mat. You're taking an inhale, and you're coming all the way down to laying on the mat. And then exhale, you're raising up into a baby cobra. And then we're going to come to tabletop. We're going to take a deep breath here. We're going to tuck those toes. We're going back into downward facing dog. You're going to take a couple deep breaths in downward facing dog. And then you're going to step that left foot forward and that right foot forward. You're going to take an inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward folds. You're going to take an inhale, rise all the way back up, and exhale, bring your hands to your side. So we're going to do that 2 more times, just continuously adding on. But if you're happy with where you're at, there's no need to add on. If you want an extra challenge, you can add on the things that I'm adding. So you're going to take an inhale, mountain pose. And you're going to take an exhale. You're going to open to the right. And then inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, open to the left. We're going to inhale, back to mountain. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. You're going to bring your left foot off the mat. So we're going to do a tree pose. So you have the option, you can kickstand your foot on the mat. You can bring your foot up to your calf, or you can bring your foot above your knee. It's really up to you. Just make sure it's not hitting your knee. So depending on the day, that should depend on how high you're bringing your knee. So you're going to bring your knee, you're going to bring your foot to the inside of your calf, and we're going to hold tree pose. And if you fall out, you get back in. You're going to see me fall a couple times. So if you fall out, you're just going to pop right back in. If it's easier again, just kickstand your foot on the ground. You can do that as well. So you guys are here for 3 breaths. One thing that I really try to focus on when I'm in balancing poses is find one thing to focus on in the room and don't let your eyes move. Once you find the one thing to focus on in the room, so whether it's a computer, a shoe, a candle, whatever the case is, once you find the one thing to focus on, that will help you with your balance. You guys are here for 1 more inhale. And exhale, we're going to release our foot to the mat. You're going to take an inhale here and bring your hands back to mountain pose. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. You either can start with just a kickstand. You can bring your foot to the inside of your calf or to the inside of your knee. And we're going to be here for 3 breaths, just like we were on the other side. Again, if you fall out, you just get right back in. So we're here for 1 more deep breath in, 1 more deep breath out. You're going to take an inhale through your nose, and then we're going to release that foot. We're going to shake out both legs. You're going to take an inhale through your nose, bring your hands back up to mountain, and then we're going to do a little bit of chair pose. So I like to think of chair pose as almost like you're sitting down. So you can keep your hands up. You can bring it down to your chest. You can bring it down to your hips. It's really up to you. The big thing with the chair pose is that we want to make sure almost like we're sitting into a chair, right? So you're really getting those quads fired up. You're really getting those glutes fired up. And it's almost like you're sitting into a chair. As you get better, as you get stronger, you will sit further and further and further into that chair pose. But again, modify as needed. Don't do anything that hurts. So you guys are in this chair pose for another breath. And then exhale, straighten your legs. We're going to go back into mountain. So take an inhale into mountain pose. And then an exhale all the way down for forward folds. You guys are going to take an inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins. And exhale, forward folds. Put those hands on the ground. Step back with your left foot. Step back with your right foot. And then bring your knees to the ground. Take an inhale here. And exhale all the way to the mat. And tuck your toes into a baby cobra. And in this baby cobra, you have the option to look left, look right, bring your head down or up. Just do what feels comfortable. And do not strain. You're going to come back down to the mat. And then you're going to inhale into a tabletop position and exhale into a downward facing dog. You're going to take an inhale here and step your left foot forward and then your right foot. We'll take an inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward folds. You're going to take an inhale all the way up to mountain, and then you're going to bring your hands back down to your side. So we have one more time. We're going to take an inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, you're going to open to the right. And an option here again, your feet can be further apart. They can be closer together. It's really whatever's comfortable for you today. And you're going to take an inhale back to mountain. And exhale, we're going to open to the left. We're going to take an inhale back to mountain. We're going to bring our hands to our center. We're going to go into our tree pose. So again, whatever's comfortable for you today, either you're bringing your foot to kickstand, you're going to bring your foot to your calf, or you're bringing your foot to the inside of your upper thigh. Just stay away from that knee. You're here for one more breath. If you're feeling bold, you can also grow your tree branches. Just make sure you have your balance first before you start to do that. You're going to take an inhale. Bring your foot down. Relax your legs. Relax your hands. We're going to take an inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to tree pose on the other side. So again, really find something that you can concentrate on in your room. You're here for one more deep breath. In through your nose, and out through your mouth. In through your nose. And exhale, release your foot to the mat. We're going to go through one more vinyasa. So you're going to bring your hands up to mountain. You're going to take one more inhale here, really filling up the belly. You're going to take a deep exhale as you bend, coming all the way through heart center to your forward fold. You're going to take an inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, you're going to put your hands down, step back with your left, step back with your right, bring your knees to the mat. Take an inhale here, and then exhale all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. We're going to go into a baby cobra. And take an exhale, come back down to the mat. Inhale, push back up to tabletop. Take an inhale here. And exhale into downward facing dog. You're going to step your left foot forward and then your right foot forward. You're going to take a half lift. And exhale all the way down. You're going to take an inhale all the way back up to standing. And then we're going to bring our hands back down to our side. What I want you guys to do is for these last couple breaths, these last couple moments, I want you to focus on your breath. What's different about your breath now than when we started? What's different about your body? Like now that we do that body scan, where are the tense areas in our body? Where are the parts of our body that are loose and free? Is our breath shallow or is it deep? And how do you feel at this very moment? Not how you felt earlier today, not how you feel later, but how you feel at this very moment. So when you take a deep inhale through your nose, and count to 4, really just filling your body up with all of the things that you need for the rest of your night or for the rest of your week. And as you exhale into your body, I want you to get rid of anything that you don't need, anything that doesn't serve you today, that won't serve you tomorrow, whether it's stress or anxiety or any of those things. You didn't sleep last night, you didn't have enough water, whatever the case is, I want you to get rid of that. We're going to take another inhale in for all the things that you need today and all the things that you need to get through this week. And I want you to take a deep exhale, just releasing all of those things. On this last deep breath, I want you to focus on 3 things that you're grateful for. So I want you to take in a deep breath and bring in all those things that we're grateful for, whatever they may be today. And on your last exhale, I want you to get rid of anything that you don't need that won't serve you. We'll take one more deep inhale in through the nose. And one more deep exhale out, emptying your belly. We'll bring our hands to heart center, and we'll close our practice with just that. I want to say namaste. Thank you for joining me for this 20-minute kind of yoga flow. I don't know if Colette's coming back on for us, but if not, again, my name is Tesha Crockett Gibson. I am the owner of Wellness After Dark. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. So I look forward to seeing you guys all on Wednesday. And I look forward to seeing you guys all next month for the flow.